she sat. A metal stool, 3 legs, easily toppled. A guard released her right hand, yanked both hands beneath the seat, then reapplied the handcuff to her wrist. Her feet were similarly immobilized, attached to the legs of the stool. She leaned forward, hunched like one of the monstrous gargoyles protruding from a church facade. The door closed, leaving the buzz of an eerie and profound silence. She waited, for what or whom she did not know, or care. Her shoulders, back, and knees burned from her fall, and soon ached from her awkward posture atop the stool. Again she lost track of time, whether she sat for minutes or hours.
"They say you have yet to speak."
A male voice, soft-spoken, deep and gruff, a smoker's voice. After months of silence, even Russian sounded foreign. She did not react, did not respond. She had not heard a door open or close, or the shuffle of shoes on concrete. This man had been in the room, watching her, studying her. He would be her interrogator. Calm at first, rational, perhaps even polite. That would change.
"They think perhaps it is brain damage from the accident."
He audibly exhaled, disbelieving. She smelled nicotine, not the acrid aroma of cheap Russian cigarettes, though she would have gladly smoked one. Sweeter, lighter, a high-end brand she could never have afforded.
"They don't know,"
he said. Chair legs scraped concrete. Footsteps approached. He pulled the hood from her head. The sudden and unexpected light blinded in its intensity. She closed her eyes, blinking back the pain. The man came into focus. He leaned against the edge of a metal desk. Not particularly tall, but thick, powerfully built. The fabric of his white dress shirt stretched across his chest and his arms. Gray hair closely cropped, crow's feet at the corners of his eyes. He had years under his belt. He looked at her from beneath a brow that extended well over dark, lifeless eyes. His jaw was scarred with crude stitch lines, another over his right eye, a third across the bridge of his nose, which looked to have been broken, perhaps more than once, and poorly fixed. So very Russian. Tendrils of smoke swirled from the lit end of a cigarette held between his fingers, the smoke spiraling to an overhead cloud. She had never seen this man, not at the FSB offices, Russia's Federal Security Service, but from his practiced demeanor and his weathered appearance, she suspected he had once been KGB. Something. He'd undone the top 2 buttons of his dress shirt and neatly folded back the cuffs of his sleeves, revealing thick fingers, meaty palms, forearms like woven ropes. A tie rested on the desk. Beside it, a red rectangular brick. Odd.
"This is what I shall determine."
The first threat. He took another drag and blew smoke ringlets into the air. Although more than half the cigarette remained, he dropped it. His eyes searched her face for a reaction. She had smoked 3 packs a day before the accident. Then he crushed the tip beneath the sole of his dress shoe. He reached and picked up the brick as if weighing a gold bar.
"Do you know what this is?"
She did not answer.
"It is fairly obvious, no? A brick, for certain. But not just a brick. No, a reminder. A reminder to always pay close attention. Pay close attention, or suffer the consequences. As a boy, I learned to pay attention."
It explained the scars, the kind left to heal on their own, and the ring finger of his right hand, bent to the left at the first knuckle.
"It took time."
He set the brick back on the desk.
"The question is, are you paying attention?"
Close attention. But she would not speak. Not to this interrogator or to any other. She would not prolong the inevitable, anxious to be with her brother and her family, those whom she had loved and who went before her. She thought again of the biblical passage, of her mantra in the hospital. "You hold no power over me. Though I walk through the valley of death, I will fear no evil. I will lie down in green pastures, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever." The man gazed at her, as if